Just recently, Russia made a significant move in the shifting balance of global power with the unveiling of its new missile defense system, the S-600. This development has sent shockwaves through the world's major military powers, raising numerous questions and concerns, and hinting at the prospect of another arms race. This isn't just a typical defense upgrade. The S-600 has the potential to reshape global military dynamics, compelling even the most advanced nations to reconsider their strategies. These are some of the far-reaching implications of this unexpected development and why it has captured global attention. Central to the S-600's significance is its remarkable ability to neutralize a variety of missile threats, ranging from ballistic to hypersonic weapons. Hypersonic missiles, which travel at speeds exceeding 5 times the speed of sound, have been considered nearly impossible to intercept due to their extreme speed and maneuverability. No existing defense system has been able to track such missiles long enough to attempt a successful interception until now. Russia's S-600 has changed the game. Equipped with cutting-edge radar and tracking technology, the S-600 boasts an unparalleled ability to lock onto multiple incoming targets, traveling at hypersonic speeds. The system's response time is measured in milliseconds, enabling it to neutralize threats almost instantaneously, well before they can approach their intended targets. This advancement directly counters the global hypersonic arms race, which many nations have been betting on as their next major strategic advantage. The ability to counter hypersonic weapons gives Russia a decisive advantage. Hypersonic missiles, previously regarded as an ultimate trump card, capable of rendering conventional defenses obsolete, now face a formidable challenge. The S-600 calls this assumption into question, fundamentally altering the balance of power. Nations that once felt secure in their offensive capabilities are now left reconsidering their positions. The S-600 is not limited to static missile defense systems. In a move that significantly increases its strategic value, Russia has announced that the S-600 will also be deployed on naval vessels and mobile platforms. This versatility means that Russian defense systems can be rapidly deployed from open seas to conflict zones within a matter of hours. This capability provides Russia with a significant tactical advantage, allowing it to project its defensive capabilities far beyond its borders. By placing S-600 systems on ships guarding critical waterways or deploying them to areas of rising tension, Russia can respond flexibly to emerging threats. The mobile nature of these platforms introduces an element of unpredictability, forcing potential adversaries into a constant guessing game about where the S-600 might appear next. This new level of flexibility redefines Russian military strategy. A missile defense system no longer needs to be confined to fixed locations. With the S-600, Russia is now equipped to respond to the ever-evolving landscape of emerging threats, protect its assets anywhere in the world, and compel rival nations to rethink how and where they might launch an attack. The introduction of the S-600 raises a critical question. What does this new missile mean for other global powers, particularly the United States and NATO, both of which have made significant investments in developing hypersonic missiles as a part of their military strategies? Hypersonic weapons have been viewed as essential tools to maintain a strategic advantage over adversaries, especially in regions where speed and precision are paramount. The S-600, however, has upended this assumption. By neutralizing some of the few hypersonic weapons that NATO and the US rely on, it presents a significant challenge to their military doctrines. NATO and the Pentagon are increasingly coming to terms with the reality that advanced hypersonic programs may no longer provide the game-changing advantage they once anticipated. This will likely trigger an urgent review of missile defense capabilities within NATO, accompanied by calls for greater investment in next-generation defense systems. This development has understandably raised concerns in the United States. The Pentagon has reportedly already been reviewing its missile defense strategies in light of the S-600's introduction. In the coming years, we may see billions of dollars allocated to countermeasures and research aimed at closing the gap created by this new Russian system. NATO may also face a pivotal decision, as some member nations may push for increased defense spending to keep pace with Russia's new capabilities, while others may advocate for diplomatic efforts to de-escalate tensions. The introduction of the S-600 could further strain the alliance. The S-600 has also caught another military superpower off guard, China, which has ambitious hypersonic weapons programs of its own. Although military cooperation between China and Russia is ongoing, China cannot afford to ignore the implications of Russia's new missile system. In recent years, China has accelerated its development of hypersonic missiles, considering them a crucial part of its military strategy, especially in the Asia-Pacific region. The S-600 could disrupt the balance of power between Russia and China, while the two countries have collaborated extensively on military interests. This new rivalry in missile and defense technology presents a significant challenge. With the S-600, Russia has gained a major defensive capability that China has not yet matched. Despite its best efforts, this could prompt Beijing to expedite its own missile defensive programs to avoid falling behind in the next arms race. This development could also increase tensions in sensitive areas like the South China Sea, where both Russia and China have strategic interests. In the future, as China continues to advance its hypersonic weapons programs, it may view Russia's S-600 both as a partner and a competitor, adding a new layer of complexity to their military relations. The impact of the S-600 is not limited to global powers. Regionally, countries in the Middle East and Eastern Europe are grappling with missile threats, forcing them to revisit their military strategies. Nations like Iran and North Korea have made significant efforts in missile deterrence, only to see a newcomer like the S-600 potentially undermine much of their offensive capabilities. With the S-600 poised to play a major role in missile warfare in the Middle East, it is clear that the balance of power may shift. Iran in particular will likely have to reconsider its missile strategy in light of this new Russian system, as it seeks new ways to extend its influence in the region. Meanwhile, Israel, which has its own advanced missile defense systems, will need to implement countermeasures to maintain its security in the face of Russia's new capabilities. Another potential flashpoint is Eastern Europe. If Russia deploys the S-600 to protect its key territories, countries like Poland and the Baltic states may call for stronger defense measures from NATO. This could lead to an increased military presence in the region and further strain NATO-Russia relations. The S-600 has undoubtedly ushered in a new era of missile defense. Its advanced technology is set to become the new benchmark, forcing other countries to either match or surpass it. What may follow is a new arms race, with nations scrambling to develop defensive systems that can outpace Russia's technological advantage. Looking ahead, we are likely to see accelerated investment in defense technologies, particularly in hypersonic missile defense and electronic warfare systems. Given the S-600's heavy reliance on advanced radar and tracking systems, it could be vulnerable to electronic or cyber attacks, prompting nations to explore ways to disrupt or disable it from a distance. As the arms race intensifies, innovation in these areas will become crucial for any nation seeking to maintain its strategic edge. While we are witnessing the consequences of Russia's bold move, one thing is certain: the military landscape has changed, and no one can afford to ignore it.